how you feel about the Chicago situation though?
Chicago, man. Damn, this shit is crazy over there in Chicago.
So, what is it? Four young black females and males.
Females and males.
Two females, 2 males.
So 3 of them were 18 and 1 was 24.
Yeah.
I don't know which one was 24 because I'm looking at the picture and one of them niggas look like fucking straight predator. Like,
yes,
this goon looking motherfucker. I
think he was a 24-year-old.
I think he's 24.
So with that now, why is a 24-year-old hanging out with 3 18-year-olds?
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
And then I don't know how old the victim was.
I think he was 18 as well.
Okay, so why is a 24-year-old grown ass man hanging out with 4 essentially kids?
Exactly. And
why?
Well, that's I can't answer that, but that's a good question to be asking.
Like, when I looked at the mugshot, man. Yeah, the nigga looked like remember Doggy Style, the Snoop Dogg album cover where the nigga was just like. Yeah. With the head back.
He looked like the in-between transformation, like when he's transformed between the fucking Doberman picture and fucking Snoop Dogg, like that right in between, stop, freeze. That's him.
Confused between 92 Snoop and 2008 Chief Keef.
Yeah. Which rapper had that big ass head, man? What's the nigga name? Nah, it's not Rich Homie Quan. What's that nigga, man? He had that song. Hey, Rich Boy. That nigga had a big old head.
He did.
Rich Boy selling crap. There was some D's on that. Yo, that was an ugly ass nigga. But you know what I'm saying? Dude looked like that nigga with some dreads, man.
For real. Yeah. But with the Chicago shit though, why was conservatives so quick to try to tie it to Black Lives Matter? So they tried to put out this false narrative that these dudes is Black Lives Matter supporters, and basically they kidnapped this dude because he was a white male and this, that, and and then also during the video, the kidnappers, so to say, were spewing anti-Trump rhetoric. Yeah. And they were saying fuck white people.
And Trump were fucked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So they spewing all of that while they basically torturing this dude and whooping his ass. Yeah. Did you see the actual video?
You know what, man? That's the thing with me. Like, you know what I mean? On one side, I read the description and I'm like, I don't need to see this. I don't need to see this.
I didn't watch it, but from what I hear, it was like real long.
Yeah.
Like
for that
30 minutes or some shit.
30 minutes, I didn't want to see that for 30 minutes. Like, it's... You know what I'm saying? All right, I get it. That happened. I take your word for it. You know what I'm saying?
And then I was watching CNN and they was trying to make it a political thing. Yeah. Because they said fuck Trump or whatever the case is. So
that's just it, man. Anything that involves Trump's name, man.
Exactly. The dude that was on CNN was like, liberals need to come out right now and condemn these acts. And if it was on the other side, if it was 4 white males and they did this to a black a male, or 4 white people did this to a black person, immediately would have been considered a hate crime. This, that, and the third, whatever. Man, first of all, this was a hate crime. Like, this definitely was. It was they being charged for a hate crime.
Yes,
for aggravated kidnapping,
as they should,
hate crime, and assault with a deadly weapon or some shit like that. So that's what all 3.
There's a whole shitload of charges in there. There's a whole shitload of charges.
So I don't know, man. Should they be charged with a hate crime for saying fuck white people?
And fuck yeah. Let me tell you why. Because that is very stupid to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing, you know what I'm saying, how our backs against the walls, you know what I'm saying, out here, and the type of shit that we got to deal with as black people. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. So, you know what I'm saying? For that reason alone. Now, am I saying, like, you know what I mean, like, do I felt like in my heart of hearts, like it was like these are just some fucking, like, the new KKK for black people? Like, no. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm in the midst of committing a crime, or let's just say I get into a fight. Get into a fight with a dude or whatever. Not that this was this situation. But I get into a fight with somebody. Punch him in the face. Fuck these crackers.
Yeah, man.
Does that automatically constitute it as a hate crime?
No, but that's an altercation that you and somebody else was having. Then that's fine. But if this person is not fighting back and you're beating on this person and you saying this shit,
so
then yeah.
Do you think that they specifically targeted this dude because he was white?
No, I don't think I don't feel that. So in my heart of hearts, I'm saying I don't feel like it's a hate crime.
I don't feel like it is either.
But Dub, what I'm saying is that is a stupid ass fucking thing to do. So for them to do that, they need to be charged like that because we don't want nobody else going out there and doing that.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And find a little gray area in it and all that. No. We don't want that. So them dudes need to go down for that and be charged for hate crime. Now I ain't no judge, jury, or none of that. So I ain't trying to say how long they should get or any of that shit. But I just feel like this kind of action needs to be discouraged all the way.
So on the flip side, when this came out, another story came out about I believe it was like some football players. I don't know if it was high school or if it was college or whatever. But basically, the story was I think it was 2 or 3 football players, and they ended up, I guess, kind of kidnapping or cornering or something like that. Another a black dude. That dude happened to be disabled as well, and basically they beat his ass and essentially stuck a fucking hanger up his ass and called him all kinds of nigga and this, that, and the third and whatever. Yeah. And basically they just got a slap on the wrist. Yeah. They got off with like 2 years probation. After the probation up, they can get the records expunged. You know, no history of whatever. Like it basically just get wiped away. So it was kind of a similar situation, I guess, except for maybe it wasn't kidnapping. Yeah. And even in this situation, I guess they all knew each other, so they knew this dude. It wasn't like they just went on the street and found some white dude and it was like, yo, come over here, let me beat your ass or whatever. Like, I guess they all knew each other. They all know him. And somehow, some way, you know what I'm saying, 5 people getting high, this shit turned into whatever it turned into. But
they got high, so it's all right.
Hell no. I'm not saying that. Yeah. So, like, is there a double standard? Well, it's always a double standard.
Of course, there's a double standard.
But white people is pissed off about this shit though.
I mean, dude,
really, really pissed off about this shit though.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? They that's what I'm saying. Like when shit happens, like if we're not speaking up, you know what I'm saying? If enough people aren't speaking up, you know what I'm saying? We can't get nothing done. So you know what I'm saying? Like in that scenario that you described with those football players, that is completely wrong. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like that happened already. Yeah. Now here goes this scenario right here. I feel these dudes need to be punished for what they did, just like those white dudes should have been. But we can't say because they weren't, these dudes shouldn't be. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it's not. That's not where we're talking about outrage.
Yeah,
we're talking about why at when that happened. So why wasn't all these white people that's outraged about this situation outraged the same way about that situation?
Yeah, because who brought it to the forefront? Who was speaking on? You know what I'm saying, when it happened with those football players? Who was like, yo, you know what? We ain't getting off of this. We need some justice from this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Somebody got to stay on it. You see what I'm saying? If people ain't staying on it, they ain't nothing getting done. People want to, you know what I'm saying? When shit happens, people like, oh man, that's crazy that happened. Glad it wasn't me. Yeah. And they move on with their lives, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if we take the time to, you know, address these issues and bring them to light when they happen, you know what I'm saying? And then we as a people get together and say, yo, this is fucked up. This is wrong. Regardless of who the race is that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel we should do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's unfortunate them white dudes got off with a slap on the wrist, man. But we see that happen all the time. But at the same time, what we got to start looking for shit like that and start fucking saying, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? We can't wait till, you know what I'm saying? What about that time? Like, man, we got to bring it up when it happens.
So, this kind of brought up the whole black people being racist thing. There's people out there that kind of feel like, as black folks, we're the most racist group in the United States, right? So one question I have is, are black people really capable of being racist? How you feel?
I feel yes. I feel that black people, I feel like everybody's capable of racism. You know what I'm saying, across the board. And I mean, I feel like, black people are capable of racism. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I mean, we don't have like the slavery aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To tie it in, like, you know what I'm saying, as a cornerstone of some fucked up shit that we did, so that, you know what I'm saying, we're, you know what I'm saying, like, automatically demonized. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, to me, like, yeah, I'm saying white people got a long way to go, but like, cause of shit like that.
Yeah.
I know you didn't do it, homegirl. I know you didn't do it, homeboy, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That was your people's, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Just like we have to stay away from the narratives that we're fucking pieces of shit, y'all gotta stay away from the narrative of being racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, black people, I feel like, yeah, they are capable of, you know what I'm saying, being racist.
All right. So I feel like black people are capable of being racist as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like our racism doesn't really affect white folks the way that their racism affects us. So they say the definition for racism is the belief that all members of each race possess characteristics or abilities specific to that race, especially to distinguish it as inferior or superior to another race or races.
Bro,
So-
I don't spoke with enough black people to believe that is true about some black people, though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I feel like,
I
yeah.
spoke to some militant-minded ass motherfuckers
True.
that they just on that the white devil.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And they're like,
I know
oh,
some
you
too.
know, they can't stand out in the sun. And yo, they will go on and on about this shit. You're like,
does that
damn.
does that racism affect white folks though?
Because they're telling you that.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And they're telling you that. And you know what? They like, let one of these crackers say something to me. I'm gonna let they ass know that shit too. You see what I'm saying?
Fine.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? We can't, because nobody's gonna go out there and do that, because you know what? We know that shit's gonna get shut down a fucking sap. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So is it because they don't want to? I ain't gonna say we, because I don't subscribe to that. But is it because the people that feel that way don't want to, or is it because they are in fear of what can happen?
Don't want to what?
Speak up and say, you know what I mean? White people are this, white people are that. They're inferior to us.
I feel like there's a lot of them that do speak up and say that and feel like that or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I said, my thing is that it don't affect white people though.
It don't affect them. I mean, yeah, because if you look at it on a large scale, like, essentially, this is their country.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So essentially, we're fighting for a piece of this pie.
So I feel like in my mind as a black person, yeah, I could be racist. I could be like, yeah, fuck white people. I can't stand.
I could say, fuck. I got a problem with Trinidadians. I'm really working on it.
So I could feel like that. I could say like that or whatever. But at the end of the day, my racism can't affect white people.
I mean, it can, because you know what I'm saying, like, I feel like
the reason why it can't is because as black folks, we're not gonna come together and be racist all at once. White folks, the people that make the laws, and all of that stuff, that kind of racism affects us. It affects everybody that's not white.
But because
so at the end of the day, we don't have the power for our racism to affect anybody else, really.
But does it mean
other
that
than these little isolated incidents where I could be like, all right, let me drive down the street and go fuck with somebody?
Does it still mean that there's not black people that just say fuck these crackers?
They are.
That literally hate white people.
There are.
Okay, so you know what I'm saying? If in your heart of hearts, that's how you feel, then you're racist.
Yes. Like I said,
you know what I'm saying?
You can be racist.
Yeah.
But like I said, our being a minority in the country, we even lesser than Spanish people. Spanish people, I think, is starting to creep up as a higher part of the population than we are. So us being basically the third major cultural group in the United States, our racism can't do shit.
All right, I agree with that.
At the end of the day, I could be like, hey, fuck white people, I can't. But other than me, like I said, this situation where these dudes, fucking savages, kidnapped this kid and cutting his hair with the razor and you know what I'm saying, doing all of that dumb shit. Other than that, little isolated incidents like that, our racism can't do shit.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. But,
you know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree with that. It isn't even no buts. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody's a little bit racist at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, nigga, if I'm watching fucking, Family Feud, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know the freaking Johnsons. You know what I'm saying?
You want the Johnsons to win.
I want the Johnsons to win. I don't even know them. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, in the back of your mind, I think that's with everything. Like a lot of the times, like if I'm watching,
identify what you are.
If I'm watching a TV show or whatever, I'm like, damn, is there one black person on here?
Oh, there he is, man. I'm rooting for you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Off rip. So it's like, it's kind of hard. That's why when we see shit like this happening, it's like, man, these niggas is letting us down. You know what I'm saying? It hurts. That's how we feel. Real. You know what I'm saying? It hurts, man. And that's the thing about racism, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the core of it all, I mean, like, I have experienced racism in my life.
Yeah.
But I haven't experienced like a whole ton of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was in the past. But you know what I'm saying? The truth of it is, man, I don't think a lot of people admit it, but it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the truth, man. It hurts. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're hurt, you want to hurt back.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just, you know what I'm saying, like, try to forgive, man, and try to, you know what I'm saying, love and let love, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring love forward, man. Even with this incident right here, man, it's Facebook Live a little bit too much, man, right now. Is this giving ignorant people a fucking platform, man?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Like, I feel like we're gonna be seeing some shit now, bro.
Definitely. I mean, we have been seeing some shit. We saw gang members, you know what I'm saying, getting shot, and you know what I mean, dudes getting killed live on Facebook, man. People having sex, all kind of crazy shit.
It's like, man, come on
Facebook, man.
I think it's a little bit too much, man.
Yeah.
I think Facebook
camera phones, man.
Yeah, man. Just
social
giving
media.
people, giving people platforms to fucking broadcast themselves, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's worth it no more, man. Cut it out.
Yeah, man.
Cut it out.
Shit, man. The last comment I want to say about this topic, this whole Chicago situation, is that this really shows why white lives matter. You know what I'm saying? Why there doesn't need to be a White Lives Matter movement, because the outrage for this shit, dude. Yeah. Like, dude, yo, people is pissed off. Like, I done seen some conversations. I done sent you some conversations that I saw on Facebook and here and there, and I'm pretty sure you done seen the shit that people said about them niggers, and you know what I mean, do Black Lives Matter now, and you know what I mean, all kind of shit. Yeah, this definitely increases the divide in the United States and make people look down upon black people for, you know, like you said, them doing this shit. It's like, yo, man, like, you gonna go out and do some shit like that? Like, really? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So